The world's greatest race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway ABC Sports presents the 78th running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race. And then Robby Gordon, who was a rookie here last year, and he took the lead of the race at one point. His background is off-road racing, much like four-time winner Rick Mears, who won his first race in his second start. Until the engine starts, Robby Gordon is ready. The crews with one final check. Onboard camera of Robby Gordon's car. Let's go down. Jerry Punch. The seventh row, Robby Gordon, Roberto Guerrero, and rookie Brian Hill. And try this on for size. What that does to the field is put Fittipaldi and Unser in front and John Andretti in third. 8 seconds behind the leader. Robby Gordon started 19th. He's currently 6th.
Robby Gordon, Sam and Paul have done a few gambles on no pit stops. And Barry Walker's team, they really understand this racing pretty good. They've tried to get caught back up. They got his car handling. He's been working different grooves than anybody else, as I told you earlier, and he's on the move.
Remember, the Derek Walker we're talking about was the former crew chief for Roger Penske, so he's got some of the Penske magic.
And Sam, don't forget that I was the guy that he was coaching in those days. He called my race in '85 that I won. Garrett?
We're past the 100-mile mark now. As back in the field, you're on board with Raul Boesel. Robby Gordon is lined up just behind him.
Bobby, I talked to Raul right before the start of the race, and he said that he was happy, everything was perfect, he had no problems, and he was looking for a good race.
This is terrific from Robby Gordon's car. Now, look just ahead. There's Raul Boesel just ahead. So we'll track this battle from 5th place on board with Robby Gordon.
Now look at the different groove he's taken. Now he's down, not even through the white lines, Paul. He's been high down here in 2 turns all day. He's been trying to make his own groove. Now he's been in the pit, adjusting the car, so we can watch him as we go around what he does compared to the rest.
And you can see he is just edging closer and closer to him. Robby Gordon, a young 25-year-old, drove for A.J. Foyt last year, made the switch to Derek Walker. He has matured a lot. He is willing to drive a tactical, somewhat conservative race, which he was not a year ago.
Robby Gordon on the backstretch. Now, guys, let's just sit and watch and listen to Robby Gordon as he tries to reel in Boesel. Closer and closer to Raul Boesel. Now they've changed the way they assess penalties here from last year. Let's watch here as there's some traffic ahead, and both of them have to string through that. Raul Boesel, he goes a little inside, Danny.
And look at that, he can go. I've never seen anybody today run around the outside like Robby is. That is total confidence there.
I just started to mention he's got to try to pass him on the outside.
Whoa, look at this! Look at this!
Unbelievable shot. Unbelievable shot.
Into the first turn, they were drag racing. Now we're looking back from Boesel's car. Whoa, what an unbelievable view.
Gordon lost speed with that outside pass, and Boesel, he looked at it as if he'd been blown off, but he came back.
And of course, part of the reasoning there is the complaint last year was that if you assess a stop-and-go penalty under the yellow, well, it's really no penalty. Look at Gordon, and there's Boesel to the inside. Whoa! Now watch this. This is terrific.
But what happened was that Boesel was slowed going into the corner, and
at 230 miles an hour, they almost touching.
And Gordon had nowhere to go, Bobby, because there was a car to his right. That's why it was so close.
Sam, he was really worried about it. The wall on the right, Boesel on the left. That's a bad position to be in.
Mauricio Gugelmin just inside of Teo Fabi and John Andretti there. Andretti runs in 3rd place, so he's overhauling some slower traffic. Fittipaldi is the leader. Unser Jr. runs in 2nd. We watch Boesel and Gordon. Gordon's around him again.
But he didn't have the car on the outside to block him. What a great move. He's got total confidence out there, and I think we're going to see him passing cars all day long there.
Robby Gordon, he runs in 4th place, 2 laps behind the lead. He's in for a stop, Jerry.
They have been battling a loose race car most of the day. They have finally gotten the car as neutral as they would like it. It will be a pure 4-tire stop, fill it for fuel, but they will have to come back in just like the Penske Mercedes for a splash and go with about 10 laps to go. Work completed. They fuel the car, drop the jacks, and he is away.
You also saw that he made that adjustment to the front wing. Looked like he took a turn out, Bobby. I'm not sure which way those turn on that car, but it looked like he took a little wing out.
Danny, I agree, and I really couldn't see his hand, but his arm looked like he turned him out.
Robby Gordon adhering to the 100-mile-an-hour speed limit at the pits and there, the blue and white car, number 12. That is Villeneuve. You see him there?
Number 12.
And the idea of the whipping back at
500. We'll return with more after this message and a word from our ABC station.